Hello, how you doing? Glad you're here. It's going to be a good night because we're going to take a look at a sport that I personally have never seen before. Perhaps you have. It was recommended to me by many of the people from Ireland who saw my hurling videos, and they suggested I take a look at Gaelic football. Now, I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly. Is that how it's pronounced? Football? I'm just kidding, of course. Gaelic. I think for some reason I'm confident that it's pronounced Gaelic. If it's not accurate, let me know. Um, I don't know what this sport looks like. Hurling was certainly an amazing sport to see for the first time, and this is another Irish sport. I think probably this and hurling are the two most popular sports in Ireland, whether to play or watch, maybe both. And I don't know. This video is called Gaelic Football Greatest Goals of All Time by a channel called BKGAA. Now, rather than like first learn the rules and what's going on, it's fun for me and hopefully interesting for you to watch a video completely cold, or whatever the word is, without really knowing what it's about, because it's interesting to see what I can like pick out and what's similar and what's different from the other things I've seen. So anyway, without further delay, greatest goals of all time. I'm sure that's subjective. No one really knows what the greatest goal is, but I'm sure these are darn good goals from Gaelic football. Let's check it out right now. What?
Driving at the goal defense is Carr. He's still going. Another chance. What a goal!
Well, from the very beginning, this game is very interesting, unlike any game I've ever seen, because there have been parts where the guy's holding the ball, kicking the ball, dribbling or bouncing the ball. He even did a thing where it looked like he like bounced it off his toe while he was running, or the top of his foot. Um, it's a combination of a lot of things. It's interesting. I don't know.
Stephen O'Neill has it back for Tyrone. Seeking out Owen Mulligan. Mulligan out in front. Christie out of the game. Mulligan. They've got to work a
Oh,
from this. Owen Mulligan. Options to his left. Still Mulligan. Mulligan. What
it looked like he had the ball and he faked. I think, do they have to pass like this with like I'm not sure what that's called. But man, when you're a single defender on games like this, in whatever the sport is, if there's two guys coming at you and lateraling to the other guy is a possibility. We call it lateraling here. I don't know what it's called other places, but if you're a defender and there's two guys and one of the guys can lateral to the other, man, that's a tough spot to be in, and that's why the guy was vulnerable to that fake he did. Because who are you gonna guard? Who are you gonna go for?
That is one of the great goals we've seen at Croke Park. Magic Mulligan.
Yeah, right there. And again, yeah. I assume it's important to have a teammate there, because if there's not a teammate there, the fake's not going to mean much. So you want to be trailing the guy with the ball to make sure the defender doesn't know what's going to happen. Oh, that's a quick turnaround.
What an amazing goal from Colin Cooper.
See, I love the fact, as a guy who's never played soccer to any degree, what we call soccer here, I love that last, I love that last part because the guy near the goal was able to catch it and then drop it and kick it. You know, in contrary to like you see, you know, Ronaldo, he has to like, you know, they somehow bounce it off their foot and keep it nearby. I mean, that looks impossible. But you know, but I can catch. So that looks this game looks you know, slightly more not so foreign to me.
Michael Donlan coming through like an express train.
Again.
Donlan still. He's
There's just so much going on. That play right there had quite a bit of passing, and it also had that. It looked like one time. I'm sure to keep the run alive, you have to, you know, dribble or something every few steps. One time, it looked like he did it with a kind of. Oh yeah, another thing with this game, the round ball makes it. You know, I was looking at Aussie rules football. And that irregularly shaped ball looks very difficult to bounce. But the round ball, I would imagine, makes that dribbling part a little easier. But when they bounce it off their foot and pop it back up to themselves, that looks like really hard. Why not just keep dribbling it with your, you know, why not just keep bouncing it? But I guess if you've been doing it since you're 3 years old, like these guys probably have, it's not as difficult as it would be for me.
Get away! To Murphy. Great shot, great goal.
Again, nice. Oh, wow, that's cool, that little. Yeah, that's a nice little exchange. He did one of each. Oh, that's a nice spot. How these guys do, how these guys are so accurate, like with their kicks, even though they're completely on the run. That's impressive. And he was bouncing it off his right foot. Then he takes a shot with his left foot, which in itself is, you know, to me, the way I look at it, pretty incredible. Oh, nice little tap pass. Wow. That's a lot of guys. Wow. I've never seen that.
What a strike!
Man, oh, man.
Under 7 minutes to go. Alan Brogan sent in. McMillan dodging.
That was a nice pass. They were, man, they're perfect cuts inside. Nice move. Oh man, that's beautiful. That guy's coming with so much, at such speed, and just the guy drops it off to him. Perfect time. Wow. Wow. That's an interesting game. I've never seen a game, I don't think, that uses, the thing it didn't have, it looks like, that none of these games, Aussie football or this, seem to have, is that overhand throw. That seems to be kind of like in a baseball, American football. That seems kind of to be something that's not done in these sports at all, which is interesting. It eliminates that part of it, and it makes them do other things. That was very cool. The dribbling off the foot seems difficult. I love the fact that you can catch a pass with your hands and then kick. It's got a lot of things going on. The only problem with watching like something like greatest goals of all time and just a compilation of goals is that you don't really know what the game looks like actually being played, because all you're seeing is goal after goal, and you can't really appreciate a goal until you've seen it stopped. I mean, all these were successful, but you don't really appreciate them until I go further, watch more of this sport, and see the defensive played making these goals not so easy, because you watch this and it looks like everything ends in a goal, but obviously that's not the case. But those did. That's a fun game. I'm wondering if it's are hurling and Gaelic football kind of equally popular in Ireland, or do people usually like one or the other, or do they like both? Is there a big rivalry between fans of each game? I don't know. Hopefully people love both, because they're both cool. I'm going to do more on this. Hope you'll be interested in watching. If you like the video, perhaps feel free to subscribe to the channel or like or make a comment. I would appreciate it very much. And until next time, I'll see you later.